One of the things that we noticed is that everyone inside in our organization was at different levels of knowledge when it came to data. Now we're a software company, so we have a combination of technical and non-technical staff, and we have developers who are very advanced in their understanding of how data works or how to manipulate that data using code. But we also have non-technical staff that is not necessarily as well versed. And since we are in the business of dealing with data, we wanted to get everyone on the same page, or at least understand the value of what we have and how to utilize it to the maximum capacity, right? So when we were designing this data science upskilling program, we had to recognize this, that everyone was at different levels. So I think one of the major challenges was figuring out what are the options that we want to provide. Beginner levels, advanced levels, what would be the content of each level? Because one of the things that I was concerned about is that if we have a set of advanced staff that is going through too much of a beginner program, then they're not going to be too interested or challenged by that program, and vice versa, right? Like the non-technical staff would be too intimidated by a course that was too advanced. So figuring out those levels, figuring out where everyone falls into. Of course, we gave everyone the chance to pick their courses so that they had the chance to look at the syllabus and decide what they are comfortable with. But I do feel that ultimately going through this data science program has really helped us come together. And I do feel that it has transformed us into a data-driven organization. So everyone is a lot more aware of the data that we have in the system, in our company, with our clients, and the value of coming up with metrics, KPIs to make better decisions. So I do feel that has been the biggest result of coming out of this program. Major ways that it's changed us is just going through a collaborative training experience with your peers, with your colleagues. It does create a sort of unified feeling in the way that you look at data. So whereas we might not have valued all the data we have in our company before, now I can see that people are coming up with ways to utilize that data. So one of the things that we are trying to do as an organization is we're in the process of setting up a company-wide data management platform. And the idea here is that this data management platform is going to have a unified access to data, and it will be visible to all the executives in every department. And so the idea here is that we want to make sure that data is available to everyone. And if at all, if there's a discrepancy or if there's any problems or if there's any issues, it should not be one person's responsibility. It's everyone's responsibility to look at it and see if we are heading in the right direction. So I do see that change in us as an organization. And just going forward, I can tell that we're going to be dealing with larger and larger data sets, right? Like even in the line of work that we do, the algorithms that we write are going to get more advanced. They're going to be dealing with larger data sets. So we just have to keep up, and we have to be able to provide the same kind of useful, actionable results that we're doing now.